This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oklahoma Sooners. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running inside, it's Hawkins. He's got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the move, it's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Fresh center down's going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged it.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Sooners! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The corners are walked up tight. Keeps it moving, it's Young. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Now here's Carr. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man on the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll be dropped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Right side, it's Blaylock. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Time to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown,
decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick give. It's Walton. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Carr on play action. They're all over him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. At the 45 on his way. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Carr. Got his man. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to...
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Carr. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the the pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Could be an alley.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Finds a crease. It's Walton. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They're going to run it to the right. Maybe a crease. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Buying a little time to his left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw it? He has an option. It's kind of a pass-run option.
Looking for space. It's Walton. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. He got a step and just dusted the field. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Play action, C.J. Carr. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Misses badly on that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll try the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They'll run it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. The throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. Wide, 3, go!
Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Shakes off the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes a catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. a set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense, choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gets the back moving. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Rid of it on the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Second and long here. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They need a huge play on third and long. To the air, it's Carr. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's Memphis looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this.
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. The give on the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. They'll run it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's inside. It's Hawkins. Finding, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for space. It's Walton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Throwing, Carr. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the field. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Play action, Carr. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Out wide right, it's Walton. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Moving past the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Blaylock. At midfield, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Hawkins. It's a running room. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rides to the back. Stopped right there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Carr. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They give it back to him. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play.
14. Ready, go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Turns it upfield. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Blaylock. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Left side, it's Blaylock. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. To come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They want to run this quarterback, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirt.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Sweet.
Here's Carr to throw. Look out. And they
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Carr. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
And as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Porter. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Gonna take a shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. Bush is ahead. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Buys time to his left. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. You can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases,